Hello, thank you for listening to this webinar. About the principles of self-making, it's about the type of person that you are and who you should be and how to maximize the potential and become the all-be person, the one that gives and does and acts in everything. When most people think of Ben Franklin, they remember the kite and they remember the lightning bolt, even the discovery of electricity. What a lot of people, however, may not know is that Ben Franklin was one of the first writers to address the concept of self-making. It's an interesting thing. And when Ben Franklin started Poor Richard's Almanac back in 1732, he used the blank spaces all around, and what he did is where he had the crop data and the weather information, he inserted all kind of clever bits of moral and practical advice, something which was, totally, unknown at the time. I'm not sure if you've heard the saying, for instance, the fish and company start to stink in 3 days. Well, that's one of hundreds of Ben Franklin's comment on life. Another one is, diligence is the mother of good luck. It's amazing how hard-working, intelligent people have all the luck in the world. It really is interesting phenomenon to see. We sometimes hear of a brand new musical group or an overnight success and things that must have been in the right place at the right time, or they knew the right people, or they had the friend to help them out. But if you've ever watched an interview with some of these very successful people, and I know we've shown that one of the seminars, in several of our seminars actually, on these very, very successful people, you'll probably hear that their overnight success actually took several years. And the reason for that is because the diligence is really the mother of good luck. In addition to those witticism and things that Ben Franklin gave us, so the principle of success, and so far they have withstood the test of time over many, many years. Number one, happiness doesn't come from big pieces of great success, but they come from small daily achievements. It's amazing. That's what Mr. Ben Franklin said. He said that we must be happy with what we've got in pursuit of what we really want. Those are so simple, but yet so truthful. Too often we say, I'll be happy when I just get that promotion, or I'll be happy if I get that contact, or if I can get more patients, or if I get that car, if we buy that house, or I'll just be happy if I have more money. I'll just be happy when when what? You won't be any happier today or any other time than when you reach your goals or where you are right now. It just doesn't work that way. See, Abe Lincoln also said that it's interesting what he said. He said, you'll be as happy as you make up your mind to be. Whether you're on your way to happiness or you're already gotten there, you'll be as happy as you make up your mind to be. When? Right now. Right now. No other time. Right now. Being happy on the way doesn't mean that you can't aim for great things. After all, look at everything that Ben Franklin accomplished in his lifetime. Big achievements come small, one step at a time. And it means that you've got to enjoy the journey, however. It means that you must enjoy and take pride in your life accomplishments. It means celebrating who you are becoming in pursuit of your larger goal. And it means doing so every single hour, every single day, every single week, every single month of every single year. Interestingly enough, Ben Franklin's second principle that he said was that life is not rigid. Within each of us, he said, lies the power to mold ourselves and our environment in a different manner. It is up to each and every one of us in the molding process to see the final product in our mind. And it's within the power of each and every one of us to work with these goals regularly. And by using your mind, your abilities, things that you have, you'll be able to get there. You'll soon see how much power you've got. You'll soon see how much you can do. And to achieve these goals, it takes one little step at a time, and it builds up to success. Principle number 3 that he said, which is interesting also, is that success is a pleasure. It really is. If you are happy, you'll take pleasure in it. And if what you are doing today is satisfying or gratifying, guess what? You'll be successful. And if it isn't, you won't be successful. If you're not fulfilled with what you are doing today, you cannot possibly be successful. It doesn't matter how much of things or how many worldly possessions you own or how many things you bought, how many cars, how many toys, how much money. If you're not happy with your life as it is today, you cannot be successful. I know that success is a relative term. It means different things to different people. That's a known thing. To a school child, it could mean that success means a star on the latest test. Because he's a child, that's all he needs. To a homemaker, it probably means having a well-run household with a wonderful family, and that's what they aspire to. To a businessman, it's most likely the thrill of closing a big deal or making a major contact or having something that they've always taken pride in accepting the performance or getting a bonus for something that they've done or top product, whatever the case may be. But one of the testimonials you will hear from all successful people is that they are happy with who they are and what they are doing at that time. They're content. They're satisfied. Success is a pleasure. What have you been doing today that makes your life successful? Think about it. Write it down. And if at the end of the day, each day, you can jot down the things that have made it good, that have made you successful, that make you happy, you will see soon a certain patterns forming. And this is really a job which you will enjoy. It's a good habit to get into. And when you can see a pattern of pleasure, you'll know that you're on the road to success. That's really what it is. That's where you need to be. So take note of Ben Franklin's 3 principles. Number 1, big achievements come one step at a time. One day at a time. One step and one day. Number 2, you have the power to mold your life. You can make it whatever you want it to be. You can shape it and reshape it as many times as you wish. And number 3, success is measured through pleasure. The pleasure itself is the key principle. And you've got to be happy. And along the way of everything that you do, you must find happiness. You've got to learn to give yourself a pat on the back and say, this is great, I'm doing well, and I'm happy. And you need to tell yourself at all times, I'm proud of who I am today. I'm proud of what I've done. And I'm proud to learn, and I enjoy the process. Once you learn the process, you learn the pride, you learn everything else, you'll enjoy not only what you're doing, but you'll enjoy the greatest benefit of life. These benefits are yours. By living this kind of life, you will lead an important life, a great life, a successful life, a life of legacy, a life of a memory. And that's what I wish for you. A beautiful life filled with goodness and greatness in everything that you do. May God bless you to be there. May God bless you and bless all of us to succeed at enjoying life and performing actions on everything that we do in a most subtle way, but rewarding as it can be. Thank you very much for taking the time, and God bless you in everything that you do. Thank you.